9 to 12, clauses 50 to 126 stand part of the bill.
Mr. Chairman, honorable members, I move that parts 9 to 12, clauses 50 to 126 stand part of the bill.
Honorable members, the question is that parts 9 to 12, clauses 50 to 126 stand part of the bill. The second half of page 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 74,
Mr. Chairman, page 75.
75.
Yes, Major is not going to expunge clause 4 on that page. Very important to understand that when we numbered that page, because when you look at clause 4,
And that is in your report, not so?
yes, it's in my report.
Okay. Yes, let's proceed. 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 114, 114, 115. Clerk, please come. Hundred and 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 123, 124, 125, 126, 127, 128, 129, 129. Yes. Yes, Madam Minister.
Mr. Chairman, honorable members, I move that parts 9 to 12, clauses 50 to 126 stand part of the bill as amended.
Honorable members, the question is that parts 9 to 12, clauses 50 to 126 stand part of the bill as amended. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
Parts 9 to 12, clauses 50 to 126 form part of the bill as amended.
169. Clauses 1.
126 form part of the bill as amended. Parts 13 to 16, clauses 127 to 169 and the schedule stand part of the bill.
Mr. Chairman, honorable members, I move that parts 13 to 16, clauses 126 to 169 and the schedule stand part of the bill.
Honorable members, the question is that parts 13 to 16, clauses 126 to 169 and the schedules stand part of the bill. The other half of page 129, 130, 131, 132, 133, 134, 135, 136, 137, 138, 139, 140, 141, 142, 143, 144, 146, 147, 148, 149, 150, 151, 152, 152. Yes, Madam Minister.
Mr. Chairman, honorable members, I move that parts 13 to 16, clauses 126 to 169, and the schedule stand part of the bill as amended.
Honorable members, the question is that parts 13 to 16, clauses 126 to 169, and the schedules stand part of the bill as amended. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
Parts 13 to 16, clauses 127 to 169, and the schedules form part of the bill. The House resumes.
They will call on you.
Minister.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I report that the bill entitled the Anti-Money Laundering and Combating of Financing of Terrorism and Financing the Proliferation of Weapons of Mass Destruction Act 2024, having gone through the Committee of the Whole House with amendments, I now move that the bill be read the third time and passed into law.
Honorable members, the question is that the bill entitled the Anti-Money Laundering and Combating of Financing of Terrorism and Financing the Proliferation of Weapons of Mass Destruction Act 2024 be read the third time and passed into law. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
The bill entitled the Anti-Money Laundering and Combating of Financing of Terrorism and Financing the Proliferation of Weapons of Mass Destruction Act 2024, being an act to provide for the transformation of the Financial Intelligence Unit into an autonomous and independent body to be known as the Financial Intelligence Agency, which would serve as the national center authority for the receipt, analysis, and dissemination of financial information to provide for the criminalization of money laundering, financing of terrorism, and financing the proliferation of weapons of mass destruction and other related matters, has been read the third time and passed into law.
Yes, Honorable Minister, Madam Minister, thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for your effort. You may go.
Mr. Speaker.
Yes, yes, Honorable Ikika.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, last sitting, you made a ruling that you asked the team clerks to invite the Minister of Basic Education.
Oh, yes, hold on. Yes, it was not really a ruling, it was a directive.
Thank you, sir.
That the Minister of Basic Education be invited here today to deliver a statement relating to your complaints and, of course, the response we had from Honorable Jabi. But unfortunately, I had to call off that directive because of the information I got. But that I will explain to the leaders of both sides of the aisle immediately after here. You meet me in my chamber so that I explain to you why I called that off. In fact, I am now referring that matter to the committee on basic education to investigate and produce a report to the plenary for debate.
Whilst that's a wise decision, Mr. Speaker, but I also have it upon myself to defend and clarify my integrity that was put into the mold by Honorable Jabi.
Of course, I said I was going to give you time to explain.
Thank you very much.
Yes, please proceed.
Let me first of all start by saying I am worried that you sent this matter again to the committee, because this matter has been with the committee for almost 2 months.
Is the committee chair here?
I wish he was here.
Honorable Jabi, is he here? Okay, proceed.
And Mr. Speaker, this is not a matter that is coming to this house for the first time. When Honorable Bilo Shaw was chairman of the Basic Education Committee, way back in 2019, we've been struggling with the issue of omitting students from taking the WASC examination. In all situations, including the Honorable Williams, we've gone up to the level of meeting with the WAEC boss. We've met with the minister Timbo at the time. We've had deliberations with the then minister, now chief minister, all in the pretense of resolving this matter once and for all. And in all of these, all those people in those offices have treated us very nicely, and we find solutions to the problem. But let me first of all debunk his falsehood when he said, when I mentioned that the number 150,000 students are going to be omitted was not true. Mr. Speaker.
Yes, leader, let me hear.
I was not here when he made his assertion.
Hold on, let me hear. Yes, leader.
Speaker, the fact that the chairman is not around, and for some of us who were not here when these allegations were made, we want the chairman to be here. But you have instructed that the committee investigates. We should rely on the committee. The Honorable should go and give witness to the committee and wait for the committee to present us with reports.
Mr. Leader, first of all, I want to appreciate what you're saying. It makes a lot of sense. But two things happened that day. One, my position as a whip of the opposition was put into test in my absence. I know if you were here, you would have asked the junior MP to wait for me in the first place. I am serious. I am a leader of this house. Please. And he was making all assertions against me. That's true. So allow me to demystify his assertions, which were not correct. Let me land. It went again to SLBC. One of the problems we had in this saga is when I raised the issues, whether the Minister of Education, whether the Minister of Information, and the committee chairman, instead of looking at the issue affecting the kids that are Sierra Leoneans that are going to suffer from this situation, they went onto the media to think it was attacking Honorable AKK that was the solution. Allow me to present my facts. That was what you asked me to do.
Honorable AKK, yes,
Mr. Speaker, please, I will crave your indulgence that this matter is very important. The Chief Whip of the Opposition, a very senior member of this House, you've instructed that the committee investigates and gets back to this House. Whatever has happened, we should know this is Parliament. If you begin to explain now and we call Honorable Jabi and he begins to explain, we'll have altercations. So you have said the committee should investigate. So let the committee investigate and bring the story clear to us.
Honorable members, it seems we are not getting to the end of this particular matter. Yes, leader.
You know, with due respect, on that day, I made these concerns. That in the first place, the honorable member from Falala, in the first place, stood on a wrong platform. But due to the importance of the subject matter, you used your good office under SO 42, and then you allowed it, for which I had no problem, even though by procedure it was wrong. But the intent was correct, because the issue on the ground is very, very important. And during his presentation, he made assertions regarding the honorable member from Gambia, even based on his integrity. And I also requested from your good office that based on those assertions or allegations, and the honorable member was absent, I pleaded with you that anytime he is present, you please give him the opportunity to respond. And you gave your word that you will allow him to respond. And at least, for purpose of sanity, what is wrong by the honorable member to respond to allegations made against his integrity? I think he should be allowed to respond. And you've made that ruling before.
Hold on, let me hear from you, leader.
You've made that ruling already.
Yes, leader, let me hear from you. What have you got against that?
Hey, what's wrong with that? Let him respond.
Mr. Speaker, most of us were not here on that day. We don't know the story.
I was here.
We don't know the story.
No, the record of vote and proceedings.
So we don't have in verbatim in the records of vote and proceeding what the Honorable Chappie said. That is all. That would be in the answers. We have read the vote and proceedings. It was mentioned that the Honorable Chappie stood and raised issues. In verbatim, we have not read or listened exactly to what the Honorable said.
The speaker was here.
But the speaker was there. So for us not to open a Pandora's box in this way, I'll encourage Mr. Speaker, whatever allegation, I have said the honorable member from Gambia is not just an honorable member, he's a very senior member of this house. And is the chief whip of the opposition, highly respected. I would encourage us to form a committee to investigate the issues and bring the results to this house.
He has to defend himself.
But if you are saying we defend as he defends himself, we also call Honorable Chabe again to come and explain. In this way, we will not have a resolution, sir.
No, sir.
Let us form a committee. Let us look at a committee that will investigate, considering what the Honorable have said against the member of parliament from Gambia. They will bring us the reports, and that will exonerate the Honorable from Gambia. There is no way anybody will smear his name. He has fought so much to be where he is today, and I respect that. Thank you very much.
In any case, Honorable Leader. Yes. Mr. Speaker. Yes. Yes, Honorable Babu. Mr. Speaker, with all due respect, I don't think referring this matter to a committee will solve the problem. Because already the chairman of the committee has already made a statement, and he was very emphatic with his statement. Referring this matter to him again, what new is he going to say?
What is the statement?
What is new is he going to say? Mr. Chairman.
What is the statement?
Let me hear because I gave my word that day, and I was going to listen to Honorable members. Let's just hear what Honorable AKK has to say in summary. Because just do that in summary, so that we find a way out. Let me just hear you in summary.
Mr. Speaker, I will take my time not to personalize this issue because it has to do with the lives, happiness of homes and kids who are outside, who does not know their faith. Mr. Speaker, why are we here comfortably sitting as members of parliament? It's because the principals of those schools that have been deprived from taking these exams have not come out public to tell the kids who are to take these exams that they are not taking their exams. They are still giving hope and courage to the parents that their kids will take the exam, and they highly depend on us as leaders to resolve this matter. So the issue proper, I told the nation that 150,000 kids are omitted. Mr. Speaker, when you go to the ministry, what the ministry put out in November 7 of 2023 was a press release on the criteria the schools should, the steps the schools should follow before they submit entries for their kids. And in this notice, there is nothing that talks about caste. Please submit it to the speaker. And this was done after WAEC has had principals for CAST. So if CAST was a prerequisite for the exams, it should have been captured in that notice from the Ministry of Education. Secondly, school authorities don't take instructions from WAEC, they take instructions from the Ministry of Education. Therefore, that notice from the Ministry of Education would have captured CAST, that principals should submit the CAST to WAEC before going to the ministry. Secondly, all schools from the days of Mikailuba to Timbo to Senge as ministers of education submit the first document to the Ministry of Education is the Beke result of their candidates to approve them if they are qualified to take the WAS exam. This year, a total number of 202,000 kids submitted to the Ministry of Education. 190,396 were approved by the Ministry of Education. These do not include government and private schools. This is just government and government-assisted schools. Mr.
Hold on, Honorable. Honorable Mohammed Bangura raised a very salient point. I'm beginning to exercise my mind relating to that issue he has just raised. He said that the chairman of the committee has already made a statement relating to this matter. So there is no way he should be allowed to handle this matter. So I think, honorable members, I think the leaders on both sides of the aisle should form a committee and invite the minister and relevant stakeholders, not in committee room 1, but in the speaker's conference room, classified meeting where this matter can be discussed exhaustively. This is how I look at it. Let's take leaders, all the leaders from both sides. Leader of government business. Leader of government business. Yes. Why can't we form? I want to be in that meeting as well. Let's invite the minister to be here. Let's say on Thursday. Can we say Thursday? Let him come. Let's find a way around, because I know the only reason why you are raising all of these issues is because you want more pupils to be added. Not so?
Thank you very much.
Can we find a way around it instead of we argue this matter
exactly
for the public? Can we have a small committee where, of course, of leaders, strictly leaders, where we can invite the minister to come, and of course his key staff. So that we sit and negotiate
Mr. Speaker,
this particular matter.
Mr. Speaker,
Yes.
I am in this.
Spare your breath, please.
No, I will. I just want to commend you for your actions.
Yes, spare your breath.
I have confidence in your leadership. I know what you stood for even before becoming a speaker. If it was political, I would have waited for these kids not to take the exam and I take a political step to gain more votes out of their parents. If it was for the sake of regionalism, I would have gone to local radio station in our regions to say government have deprived us. But for the sake of these young kids, I also want to admit one thing, that even if all the defense the ministry have put on ever since I raised this issue had to do with heads of schools missions, if they are faulty, let the law go after them. But our poor kids who as I speak, they are still reading, they are still studying, not knowing they will not take this exam. Okay, we should not deprive them.
It's all right. Leader of government business, I want to chair this committee myself. Let's invite the minister to be here. Let's say tomorrow. Is tomorrow convenient? Can we say tomorrow? Tomorrow. Leaders, including.
There's a possibility of a candidate.
Oh, yeah, there's a possibility. Can we fix a date?
Friday is not too late. Friday is not too late.
Can we say the afternoon?
Thursday will be appropriate. Because
in the afternoon.
as we speak, we are expecting the WAS timetable to come out anytime from now. So the earlier we operate as a parliament, the better.
Honorable Veronica Kadisi say, Honorable Lebi, I want you as mothers to be particularly present. To be particularly present.
And the chairman of the education.
And the chairman of the education.
Can I also submit that we invite the president of the private school association and the principal, the head of the...
No.
Wait. If you handle an issue you don't have evidence for, how do you, if it is for us without us, then it's against us.
Honorable leader, let them give you all the relevant information. Let them give you all the relevant information, and let's meet on Thursday at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. The leaders, I'll personally chair that meeting, where we are going to invite the minister to talk to us.
Thank you.
On this particular matter. Please, thank you very much for your concerns. Please, clerk,
Yes, sir.
inform the acting clerk of parliament to invite the minister to come and meet the leaders of this parliament. We are not bringing him to the plenary. He's going to meet us in the speakers conference room on Thursday 2 p.m. prompt. Please invite him. Let's have a discussion on this particular matter. Because this matter is a matter of national concern. So we should be interested as members of parliament. Thank you very much. Honorable David, thank God you are here. Please be present at that meeting. Please be present at the meeting on Thursday, 2 p.m. at the speakers conference room. Please. Announcements.
Yes, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, please arise on SO23.
Yes, please.
Mr. Speaker, I am Honorable Mohammed Bangura from Kumali. I rise to explain the current situation of poor electricity in Makeni and the disaster it has caused us over the last weeks. Mr. Speaker, just in less than 2 weeks, we have recorded at least 10 houses being burnt down, and most of the allegation is being pointed out as the poor electricity, including the University of Makeni female hostels last night.
That
Mr. Speaker,
hold on. That is now contentious. I thought you were referring to a personal explanation.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, yes.
So what I advise?
This is my personal explanation, Mr. Speaker.
Okay, hold on.
What happened last night?
Hold on. Can you do a complaint to the chairman of the Energy Committee for an investigation?
No, it goes beyond that, Mr. Speaker, but let me just raise one of the most tragic situations in all of this.
Okay.
You know, what makes it more tragic and more worrying is when we contacted the fire force, it is sad to note that the only engine that is serving the region in the northeast region is faulty and that cannot intervene in any situation of fire disaster in that region correctly.
And whose committee is that?
Internal affairs.
Internal affairs. Who is the chairman of the internal affairs committee? Who is the chairman of internal affairs? Where?
Both of them are absent.
Okay, Honorable.
Yes, sir.
Please do your complaint to the internal affairs committee.
No, tell us disaster management.
Yeah.
Do your complaint and meet me in my chambers. Let's do a follow up on that.
Thank you, sir.
The Paramount Chief is here.
Yes, Honorable Paramount Chief.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, in connection of my own issue, see the fifth parliament raised this issue. The issue of my chiefdom, change of name, Mr. Speaker, it affected me last week.
This is the eye.
The government supplied for Banti chiefdom in Karine, they supply land to Bombali. So this is the issue I complain here, but since I complain,
What is it? Relating to what?
Relating to change of the chiefdom name. I have Banti chiefdom from Karine. Then Banti chiefdom is also from Bombali. It is the same name. That always brings problem to us. Whenever issue of supply, even the government, it affected us. Only we go to the detail and explain. That is why I said, let's change my chiefdom. My chiefdom will be Federal Concord. Simple.
Where is the chairman for local government?
You see, I read this last parliament. For up to now, it does not help.
Okay, do a letter to the chairman and copy the speaker, deputy speaker, leader of government business, and the clerk of parliament. I will do a follow-up personally on that. Thank you very much. Announcements.
Notice.
Business. I want to chair this committee myself. Let's invite the minister to be here. Let's say tomorrow. Is tomorrow convenient? Can we say tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Leaders, including.
There's a possibility of a candidate.
Oh, yeah, there's a possibility. Can we fix a date?
Friday is not too late. Friday is not too late.
Can we say the afternoon?
Thursday will be appropriate.
The afternoon.
Because
in the afternoon.
as we speak, we are expecting the WAS timetable to come out anytime from now. So the early we operate as a